You're listening to an Airwave Media podcast.
Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neal, and Jeff. This is Triviality.
Hello and welcome to Triviality, the game where lack of seriousness meets a little bit of knowledge. I am ready for the lack of seriousness today. Are you not, Neal?
I am ready. I'm seated, as the kids say.
Are you not entertained?
I'm entertained sometimes. I'd prefer if someone was brutally murdered by Russell Crowe, but I'll be entertained.
Okay, that would be entertaining. Matt, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm ready for the little bit of knowledge, but I know that's all in Neal's hands today.
And no Jeff today.
No Jeff today, but filling in for Jeff is a friend we had a chance to hang out with at SporkleCon. We'll see him again, SporkleCon Chicago, which we're excited about.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, coming to us from Jacksonville, one of our Oakland 5 supporters. Alan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Tell us a little bit about yourself. It's your first time on the show, I believe, right?
Yes, it is. I've been wanting to get on for a while now, so I'm definitely glad to be here. I'm a billing clerk for a law firm here. I'm just living my life. Play a little bit of pub trivia on the side and listen to a bunch of trivia podcasts, including this one.
Sounds like
That's
the life.
crazy, Alan, because you're such an active member in the crop that I felt like you've at least been on one or two times because I feel like I know you already. So this is your first time, so that's welcome to the show.
Yeah, also did your fantasy football, yeah.
Yep.
Are you still doing that, Matt? Fantasy football?
Yeah, I didn't send out any prizes because I'm bad at being a manager, but maybe we'll send them out next year. I had 3 different leagues, so if you're interested, maybe I'll post that soon and we can get started. Maybe we'll get 4 leagues
guaranteed.
this year. If I win, there's prizes.
Let's get those out. Let's get those out, man.
Yeah.
Neal, this is your second trivia game this week in 2 days?
Yeah. I went to it was like a Park District charity event, or just to kind of support the school system and everything. And it was really fun. I was with my friend John and got to meet some great people on our team. It was a 90s themed night. I thought it was going to be a 90s themed trivia all night. So I studied a ton of 90s trivia.
You studied for it?
I did because I wanted to make sure I didn't forget anything. But we were the flannel channel. We all had flannels on. So that was, I didn't have a flannel, so I had to find one. But anyway, so we were doing the event and we were doing really, really well. I think we maybe missed 2-3 questions the whole time. And we got to close to the final round and we were told our score was 49 points. And we were in second place, and the first place was 56. And we're like, I don't know how someone's beating us by 7 points. We only maybe lost 3 questions, and you get 5.
The math wasn't mathing?
The math wasn't mathing, so I was like, I didn't keep score like some people would at trivia, because it was just for fun. Anyway, so we did the final round, and we got all of them right, 10 questions right. And then they announced the winner. They said to the winner...
Somehow you fell to 5th place?
The winner had 66 points. We're like, okay. We had 49 going to the final round. We got all 10 right, so we should have 59 points. And we're like, second place, 56 points. Didn't even mention us. So I don't know what happened with the scoring. The host did a nice job, but there was a thing where one of the questions, I had memorized the top 10 highest grossing movies of the 90s. And the question was, name an actor who was in 2 of the top 10 highest grossing films of the 90s.
So I got this.
Right. So I knew it right away. Does anyone have an idea? Just to throw it out there.
Keanu Reeves?
Nope.
Oh, that's a good guess.
That was a good guess, though.
No. Who is it?
It was Will Smith.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So Will Smith was in Independence Day, Men in Black, but Jeff Goldblum was in Jurassic Park 1 and 2, which are also in the top 10. So I told the host, I was like, hey, are you looking for lead actor? Does it matter? And he's like, I guess the main star. So I don't know if they didn't give us points because we put Will Smith. Jeff Goldblum also counts, but maybe they're like, that doesn't count, even though it does. Anyway, the funniest moment that happened,
so it was controversial.
It was controversial. But we should have at least had second place with a bullet. But the funny moment happened. Barb, who was sort of our team leader, who's great to meet. She's a friend of John's, and her husband Duke was there too. Anyway, one of the questions was one of my favorite questions, which was in the 90s round, I believe, which was Macaulay Culkin became the first child actor to get paid a $1 million paycheck for what movie? So,
The Good Son.
Well, see, some people think The Good Son. A lot of people think Home Alone. But in the Christmas book that I wrote that he got paid $4.5 million for Home Alone 2, which was the biggest at the time, before Richie Rich, Matt's favorite movie. But I knew it was My Girl is what he got paid $1 million for.
Oh, yeah.
So we were all talking super loud there, and I was like, oh, it's My Girl. And then Barb was like, My Girl. Okay. So we handed it in. Anyway, the scores come out and he's giving the answers out. And he goes, all right. And the answer was my girl. And then Barb looked at everyone. She's like, oh my God, I put Michael. I thought you said Michael. And so everyone was just ribbing her for like 30 minutes. They're like, oh, the John Travolta movie, Michael. Yeah.
It's a classic.
Yeah. But anyway, it was a fun night. But that was the first time I played trivia probably in, I don't know, like a year.
Well, you just got to roll with the punches, right?
Yeah.
And we're kind of rolling with the punches today, as it sometimes happens in this business of podcasting. We're down some expected guests today, but we're just going to play a little jazz today and do one of our pub style games, which we're trying out and we love so far. So me, Matt, and Alan are going to form a jazz trio. How about that? So we got Alan on the stand-up bass. We got Matt on the keys. I'm going to take the drums apparently because Jeff thinks I still play drums. But yeah, we're going to be a jazz trio. And Neal's going to be bringing us some questions, and those are supplied to us from Liquid Courage.
Yeah, Liquid Courage from Jay.
With a K.
And we kind of did a little jazz on the questions just to kind of change them up a little bit. So just in case, because we've played Jay's games for years, so we want to make sure that we didn't remember any of them. But yeah, so we got the Oscar Peterson trio here playing some jazz. Let's get going, I guess.
All right, let's jump in.
So I'm just going to kind of find different questions off of this list that I have, and we'll see how it goes. So we'll start with some general knowledge questions here for the first round. Number 1, Napoleon's most famous military defeat was at Waterloo, but what modern-day country would you find that battlefield in?
Waterloo. Ooh. Is it so I know he had trouble with the winters of a certain country, correct, Alan?
Yeah, but I don't think it's that one. I think it's somewhere closer to France than the one you're thinking.
Yeah. So probably not Russia. I think he suffered a defeat, got pushed back, and then Waterloo came later. Would it be maybe like Germany or Belgium?
Belgium was where I'm thinking.
What do you think, Matt?
Interesting. I think that it's a wonderful ABBA song.
I agree. I think
That's all I got.
I think Belgium is a good guess.
All right, so Belgium. All right, so there's a great painting, by the way, called The Battle of Waterloo by William Sadler II, not the actor who played Death in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, but someone else with the same name. But you are correct. Originally, it was the United Kingdom of the Netherlands at the time, but it is now Belgium. So that is the
All right.
correct answer. Starting strong.
1 billion points.
So we get $1 billion on that first question.
Oh, and now it's for
Yeah,
dollars.
it's in dollars now.
Just dollars, so I guess we're going to have a huge bank account for that.
Yeah.
This next question is worth 1 billion yen.
Oh.
All right, so the next question, speaking of birthstones, if anyone here is a fan of birthstones or knows them,
Who is speaking of birthstones?
someone speaking of birthstones somewhere.
Somewhere.
Somewhere speaking.
Somewhere, somehow. But speaking of birthstones, one isn't technically a mineral, it's organic. Which one is it?
It's not a mineral, it's organic.
Yes.
They're all organic, aren't they?
I don't know.
You don't know. We got to ask Jay what that means, maybe.
Or traditional, maybe traditional
Of the traditional birthstones,
yeah.
one of them is I kind of get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Man, I don't.
Alan, what's your birthstone?
I'm born in May, so I think that's emerald.
Okay, that seems pretty.
I don't think it's
Mineral.
organic.
Yeah.
Because when you say organic, I think living thing. So my mind goes to pearl.
Oh, pearl. Yeah. That's probably
oh,
what it is.
I understand.
Yeah, most
I
birthstones
understand.
are minerals, yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Good,
So-
So is
good
it pearl?
Good point.
Pearl is your answer?
Yeah.
So June has 3 birthstones, moonstone, alexandrite, and then the one that is organic, which is pearl. Yeah, so that was on Alan.
All
Very
right.
good.
We're not
3 birthstones.
so 1 billion yen for that one. So we're at like that would be like 100, maybe 60.
don't do the exchange
60
rate.
million.
Exchange-
Yeah, the exchange rate's currently in question.
60
It's
million
in flux.
dollars, I believe. So so we're at 1 billion 60 million.
Okay. For now.
So this next question, since we're all kind of watched all the time, and all the people in the crop and on the Discord, we have cameras on you, but don't worry, it's just for safety. The novel 1984 takes place in the year 1984, but what dystopian novel is set in the year 632 AF, which stands for After Ford?
632 AF.
AF, after Ford.
It's something else.
Yeah.
It's just really 632, you know?
Yeah, I'm feeling 632 AF right now, to be honest. So
After Ford.
After Ford, yeah.
Anything jumping out at you, Alan?
The I don't know why, but something by like Ayn Rand, an Ayn Rand book, but I can't pull a title.
Do you think those books took place that far in the future? Were they that sci-fi?
I think they're just numbers.
I'm not a libertarian, so I haven't read them.
Just like they're just throwing numbers at a wall. I'm sure when 1984 they didn't think, it's just numbers that they created.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I mean, we're talking about obviously after Ford means that the world is heavily relying on industry,
Industrial.
And everyone drives a Model T
Yeah.
and is racist.
You know what I was thinking of was Ender's Game, maybe? I haven't read it, but I know that's pretty deep in the future.
I saw the movie. I don't remember the year.
I can give you slight hints if it helps. I
Yeah,
don't know.
we'll take a hint.
So it says the novel opens in the world state city of London in AF after Ford, 632, and the novel was published, if it helps, in 1932.
Okay, so then it's not Ayn Rand then.
Oh, what about like 1,000 Leagues Under the Sea? Is that too late? Or 10,000 Leagues Under? I forget how many leagues.
How many leagues?
He was writing earlier, I thought.
And then if this helps too, one final hint, the author is Aldous Huxley.
Oh.
Brave
New World, yeah.
It is Brave New World, yep.
I don't think we could take points on that one.
Yeah,
So
If we didn't know that, I'm wondering how close a clue Neal can give. It sounds like a Crave blue swirl.
Yeah, apparently it's the novel's compared as an inversion counterpart to 1984.
okay.
So I've never read Brave New World, so I don't know much about it.
All right, so we're going to count that one as a miss.
Yeah, I think that's a miss, yeah. We're going to kind of go in space, though, even though it was 1932 and out there. But this question is, before the International Space Station, there was Mir, M-I-R.
The International Space Station.
Within 20%, how many years did the Mir space station orbit Earth? Or Mir. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Mir?
It's Mir. You're
Okay.
right.
Let's start with Alan here because he's got a great mind, and me and Matt don't.
I thought the question was going a different direction. I thought that's what Mir meant, but that's...
What does Mir mean?
I think it means peace.
Oh, I like that.
That was made in Russia.
And yeah, peace or world. Yeah, or vodka, one or the other.
Sure.
So how many years? 40? Longer?
It could be because we're in the 2020, so 40 put it 1980s. Yeah, it could be.
All right. Well, I think we'll say 40.
Wow.
So it orbited Earth 40 years?
Yeah.
Okay, incorrect, unfortunately.
Okay.
The Mir space station was in orbit from 1986 to 2001. So 15 years.
Oh, so it was way
wow.
later than we thought.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so you're doing well, though. You got Belgium, you got Pearl. I gave you a hint with Aldous Huxley.
We're at 50% right now.
So, Alan, are you a big college football fan?
I am.
Okay, all right, let's see if you
You
get this
know
one.
I am.
I know you are. You're a huge college football fan.
You don't even have to ask.
All
Go
right, so
Aggies.
this is a two-part
Any of them.
question just because it's jazz. So here's the first part. Only one private university competes in the SEC. Do you know what school it is? And it gave me a state, but I was trying to make it a little harder.
Okay. Yeah, harder is good for me for college football questions because I just have such a wealth of knowledge.
Is this where Jay Cutler played?
I was going to ask, is Vanderbilt private or public?
I think Vandy's a private school.
Then that would be my guess.
That would be my guess.
All right, so you're gonna go with Jay Cutler?
Yeah.
All right, as you should.
Matt's lighting up a cigarette right now.
He is.
He looks really tired.
Matt is lowering his shoulder when told not to against huge
Don't
linemen.
care.
It is Vanderbilt, yes. And then the part two of this question, speaking of Vanderbilt, Cornelius Vanderbilt, who is the namesake of the university, made his fortune in what industry? Specific industry.
He's a railroad man, right?
Sounds right.
I think the railroads.
Vanderbilt Rules.
Like Jay Cutler going into the end zone, lowering his shoulder, he railroaded his way in there. Yeah, railroads, yeah.
All right. So we're going to accept our points in forms of pelt for that question.
Or, yeah, you can trade at a later time.
Yes. So we got some fine pelts, $1 billion worth of pelts.
All right. So your next question here is about cars somewhat. So we'll see how you guys do with this. Created in 1974 and still produced today, what car model has a name that is also found in the NATO phonetic alphabet?
Ooh. Got to run through it.
I know.
Oh, what about Alfa Romeo?
So there is
or it's just the...
Alpha is the company, not the model.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're looking for the model, car model.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The old Charlie, the old Bravo, Delta. You coming up with any?
Yeah.
Alan seems to be running through it here. So
The Honda Hotel, the
Escape.
Nissan. Is it Echo? Is Echo one?
Echo is. I don't know if.
Let's
that's a
just
car.
hear
Is
what
that a
you
car?
think the NATO phonetic alphabet is. I'm curious.
Well, it's Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf. Could be Golf, Volkswagen Golf.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's
the
the
Golf. There we go.
Volkswagen
We didn't have to
Golf.
go too far.
I wanted to see Alan go through it. It is Golf, which Alan is watching right now, the Masters. It's the Volkswagen Golf.
All right, sweet.
Great job on
And
that
you're
question.
watching from the future where Rory McIlroy, he held on and won his first green coat.
God, I hope
maybe.
so.
All right, so we
We're all
got
hoping.
1,060 million, and then some pelts, and then a giant diamond.
Pile of
For that
pelts.
question.
Oh. I'll take the pelts. Yeah, that's better. 1 million green jackets.
All right. So we've had a decent amount of questions so far. I got a few more here. This one's going to have a little bit of math, a little bit of Roman numerals, if you're okay with it.
Oh, I'm great with it.
All right. So Super Bowl L, which was Super Bowl 50, was the last Super Bowl with a single Roman numeral. In what year will the next one-letter Super Bowl take place?
In what year?
Yeah.
Oh, so we got to figure out what
Jeez.
year.
Or what letter would it be? If that could help too.
C, right?
Well, it's going to be 100, right?
So 50, when was Super Bowl 50?
And I'll give you the teams if that helps. It was the Denver Broncos defeating the Carolina Panthers 24-10.
I don't know what
So that
year
was-
that was.
2018?
What are the teams for Super Bowl C?
It's going to be the Tennessee Wranglers
And the Saskatoon
and the Cleveland
Warriors.
Browns.
The Cleveland Browns. In the year 2000. Oh, finally they made it. They're going to lose, though, still.
The year that the Denver Broncos defeated the Carolina Panthers 24-10, Matt was a very happy man for other sports.
Okay, so it's
16.
2016. So 50 years after that, what are we looking at? Let's do some math.
66?
66.
Yep. And you said what was the Roman numeral?
C.
C.
Yep. Super Bowl C. Right. 2066.
We'll take some points
Jameis
for that.
Winston the fifth, taking the Browns to the Super
I
Bowl.
mean,
Yeah.
you gave us a hint, but we'll take the points.
Yeah, take some of it, I think. Why not?
That one's just worth points, so it's just 1 billion points.
So this one is a shortened version of a question that I asked at a rom-com trivia event. So I had to throw one in here. This one's kind of, I think anyone can get. So thanks to an iconic scene, a red dress, a suburban staircase,
dress.
and a catchy Sixpence None the Richer track, what rom-com, a modern twist on Pygmalion, was released in Italy under the title Kiss Me?
I love this one. You know this one? Are you a fan of rom-coms, Alan?
Is this She's All That?
I think so. Are you
She's got
I
paint on her
remember the
overalls.
scene and then the parody scene in whatever the parody movie was.
That was
not another teen movie?
Not another
Yeah.
teen movie because she had glasses and paint on her overalls.
Yes.
I like that version a
work
lot
with
better.
this.
It's so funny.
So we're gonna say She's All That.
She's All That is correct. It featured a future Oscar winner, Kieran Culkin, as
Wow.
as the little brother. But yeah,
There's so many funny movies like Home Alone 2 with future Oscar winner Kieran Culkin.
There's some pretty cool trivia I remember learning about the movie, but the main character are Zachary Siller and Laney Boggs. And if I remember, Laney Boggs is a combination of Winona Ryder roles in movies because the writer really liked that. And then if I remember,
when she played Wade Boggs, I believe.
And played Wade Boggs. It was Kim Boggs from Edward Scissorhands and Lainey Pierce from Reality Bites. And then the characters Zach and Taylor were named after the two of the three members in Hanson.
Okay,
so there you go.
So
that was going to be my joke guess, and I can't believe that was really what they said.
So we got that one right, and for getting that question right, we've got a plot of land with some oil stores on it. Yeah.
Can't wait for it to be annexed.
It's a very nice asset for us.
And I'm just going to throw one more in here. Why not?
What do you mean you're going to throw one more? One more rom-com?
No, one more question, because I think I'm at 9, but I didn't keep bet here. So I think we're
at 8. Yeah, so this will be question 9.
All right, good.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. All right, so this is a sports question. So I think this one might be a little gettable. If it's too gettable, I have an extra one queued up. The Harlem Globetrotters are famous for...
The who?
The Harlem Globetrotters.
Okay.
Are famous for basketball trick shots and comedy. But who has always been their lovable loser over the decades?
The Charlotte Bobcats.
Yeah.
Wow. I think it's the New York Generals.
I think it's the Generals, but I think they play a little further south.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. You're right.
The Washington Generals.
Yeah, that's
Washington
right.
Generals.
I said New York.
It is the Washington Generals. And since that might have been a little too easy, I'm going to just give you a quick, super quick sports one here. Of all the pitchers in Major League Baseball history, who holds the record for the most career wins but never won a Cy Young Award?
That's yeah.
You know this one, Alan?
It's Cy Young.
That's your douchey trick question.
Jay excels at the douchey trick questions, and we love her for that.
But Cy Young has like over 500 wins or something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Yeah, it's 511, and the award obviously didn't exist during his playing days because he was Cy Young.
Yeah,
so.
you gotta do the thing before you get the claim. So if anybody's keeping track and playing against us, that brings us to 8 correct answers.
All right, 8 correct answers.
So we've got a absolute wealth of points and material wealth for us here.
Before we continue, just wanted to thank Alan for being a Patreon supporter, helping us out over at patreon.com/trivialitypodcast. So if you'd like to join Alan and get all of our new episodes ad-free, you can join for as little as $1 a month. But as little as $5 a month, you get all the bonuses that we do, weekly bonus episodes. But more importantly, help us continue to release as much content as possible. We're even releasing more content than we promised now with some extra little swing rounds and things on the main feed. So
yeah, swing rounds, minis.
Yep.
That's all thanks to Patreon, and on the actual Patreon feed, at least weekly bonuses. So you're guaranteed that. It's an absolute wealth of content. So make sure you check that out. It really helps us out a lot. Helps us keep going. So please do check out patreon.com/trivialitypodcast.
Finding a new job is stressful. But with Indeed, it doesn't have to be. Just fill out your Indeed profile with your skills, experience, and desired salary. The more you fill out, the better your matches will be. And hearing from hiring managers will be 2 times more likely. Relax. That's your Indeed profile sending opportunities your way. Indeed, the world can work better.
Your snacking routine can get a little dull. Time for a light and fit remix. Like a crunchy storm of graham cookies, caramel pearls, and dark chocolate, showering down into a smooth, creamy yogurt. Enjoy 3 light and fit remix varieties with craveable flavors and up to 120 calories and 10 grams of protein per 4.5-ounce serving. See remixyogurt.com.
So good, so good, so good.
Great gifts for dad?
we've got them, and they're up to 60% off at Nordstrom Rack stores now.
How did I not know Rack has Adidas?
They've got the best gifts.
Gotta show Dad some love.
Snag amazing deals on Father's Day gifts from Cole Haan, Calvin Klein, Vince, and more. Great brands, great prices. That's why you Rack.
And we are back from our break and ready for a second round of questions here.
Yeah, I'm going to give you just maybe 3-question amuse-bouche here before we get going in the second round.
Little boosh?
Yeah, so it's just called musical double trouble. It's people who are sort of like 2-hit wonders. So I'm going to give you 3 of those. So it's just going to be a question. You got to tell me the band or the artist.
Okay, so this is just the boosh, though.
This is just the boosh.
Okay,
yeah.
No points on the line.
And it's not La Bouche, like Be My Lover.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
All right, so this first one, before she went full folk rock solo, KT Tunstall made waves with a song about a horse and another that became a girl power anthem. Can you name either of her 2 biggest U.S. hits?
Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy?
No, this is the one that
Don't think that's that.
Catherine McPhee did it on American Idol. I think it's Black Horse and the Cherry Tree.
That is correct. That's one of them.
There's something I've never heard of.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
that good call too with Catherine McPhee. Actually, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Do you happen to know the other one? This other one has been in like every movie trailer and movie when someone's like walking happily drinking coffee down the street.
Alan's a big fan, apparently.
No, I just know this one because it was in the zeitgeist back then. I don't know this one.
Nope. It is Suddenly I See. Suddenly I See.
Yeah, you're right. That wasn't.
I feel like that's like for some sort of medication where you were struggling and now you're doing it.
Eye drops that fix your dry eye. Yeah.
Visine.
Then
something
everybody
like
starts
that.
dancing down the street. Yeah.
The next one here is someone I think everyone is familiar with. This singer-songwriter asked where all the cowboys had gone and used their song for the soundtrack of the late 90s angst and Dawson's Creek.
I don't know who this is, but I know the song. It's a great song.
You said the Dawson's one?
Yeah, it was. She did the Dawson's Creek theme song and also asked where all the cowboys had gone.
Yeah, it's not Fiona Apple. Is it Tori Amos?
I don't think so. I think this might be Paula Cole.
Paula Cole. Yep.
Alan again. Paula Cole. Where have all the cowboys gone?
That's why he's our stand-up bassist. He's just
right.
holding it down.
And if you remember, so where have all the cowboys gone was the one hit. Do you know the other big hit that was Dawson's Creek's theme song?
I Don't Want to Wait.
I Don't Want to Wait. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was Paula Cole too?
That was Paula Cole too.
Oh, very different sounds.
All right. And the last one here, known for a raspy delivery and signature shades.
Oh, wasn't Paula Cole on Masked Singer?
Oh, was she? She didn't win?
I don't know. She might have.
Yeah. Masked Singer, Paula Cole. She was ship? No. What was she dressed? Oh, she was a ship. She was actually a ship. I thought maybe it was a joke.
Dressed as a boat.
She was dressed as a boat. Yeah, that's random.
Oh.
I thought when it said ship Paula Cole, I thought it was like the new term of like,
you're excited for Paula Cole.
Anyway, she was an actual ship.
And T-Pain was not a boat. Interesting.
Yeah, right. So this one is known for his raspy delivery, signature shades. What rapper had hits in the late 80s and had a song named after a cocktail and a cameo in a Jim Carrey comedy?
I believe the drink was the Funky Cold Medina.
That is one of the 2 hits there. Yep, Funky Cold Medina.
Oh,
he was in Blank Check also.
Blank Check.
Tone Loc.
God, Tone Loc.
Tone Loc. Yep, I had to include a Tone Loc question here.
Ask you a few questions.
That's right.
And then what's the other big hit of his?
We don't know.
Wild
Thing. There you go. We got both of them.
I'm a big Tone Loc fan. Apparently,
I did love his work in Blank Check.
Yeah.
All right. So that was the amuse-bouche. Now here comes the juicy stuff here. So we got our 10 questions here. All right. Let's start with a really hard one. Which element, named after a Norse goddess, has a chemical symbol that doesn't directly match its English name and was first isolated in Sweden?
Where's Jeff?
Yeah,
Jeff.
really. Wolfram? I don't know.
That's tungsten.
Freya? Frigga?
Oh, your snake. You're gonna name Norse goddesses first.
And I'm going to hold on to what the chemical symbol is because it might give you a hint. But if you need it, I'll give it to you.
What did Jeff say that silver was? Agonescent or something? That's why it's AG. Maybe it's that. What do you guys think? What do you think, Alan?
When you said Norse, it said thorium, but that's a god, not a goddess.
I really can't name too many goddesses outside of the Marvel property.
Is there a Valkyrie or a Valkyrium or some kind of?
I don't think so.
I know Freya's a goddess, but there's no, unless that's where the symbol not matching the name.
Yeah. What's the symbol?
The chemical symbol is V.
V.
Ooh.
V. As in Vicky Vaughn.
It's got to be. Don't tempt me into quoting Billy Madison. I don't. Is it Billy Madison? Yeah, right.
Miss Vaughn.
Yeah,
That's a teacher,
Veronica
right?
Vaughn, Billy
Veronica
Madison.
Vaughn. Yeah, I was doing Vicky Vaughn from Batman.
Oh, okay.
Kim Basinger.
I'm sorry, Vicky Vale. Excuse me, Vicky Vale.
You're off base.
I'm off base. Yeah, I was comparing both of them. Veronica Vaughn and Vicky Vale.
Vicky Valentine.
So
was,
it's got to be like Valkyrie, right? I don't know symbol V. I don't know what that would be.
Venus.
I couldn't even answer that question. So
Okay, so you're tapping?
yeah, I think we got that.
All right, so the element in question, named after the Norse goddess, was first isolated in Sweden by Nils Gabriel Säfström in 1830. It is vanadium.
That is hard.
Of course.
Of course.
Vanadium.
I don't think Jeff would have even known that.
Yeah.
And as he's proof listening to this episode, I'm calling him out. So Jeff, future Jeff, I don't think you know the answer to this question, but let me know.
Yeah, we'll see if he knows. I don't know.
He's going to text you immediately.
How dare you?
All right. The next question here. What type of cloud has a name that means heap in Latin and is typically puffy white and associated with fair weather?
Nimbus? Is it like a broom? Like Harry Potter's broom? Cumulonimbus?
That's the only cloud I could probably
Well, no,
name.
there's cirrus clouds, cumulus clouds.
Oh, cumulus would be like a heap, right? It's accumulating.
Yeah.
We could talk ourselves into that. That's for sure.
Do you like that, Alan? Do you like cumulus?
I do, and the logic seems to make sense.
If there was a riding broom named Cumulus, would you think it
I would like it
trustworthy?
better.
Would you play Quidditch on that broom?
I don't know that I would play Quidditch
Probably be
at
too
all,
hefty.
but
Oh.
What do you think you'll look for in a Quidditch broom?
Sleek.
Sleek?
Speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like that they had like busted ass brooms in that, and then like when you get a really nice one, it's like it looks like a luxury car. It looks like a Lexus.
It's a Hoover.
It's a Lexus of brooms. The Cumulus.
It is cumulus.
All right.
That's right.
Okay.
Good job.
So for that we get what was the Harry Potter currency? I forgot.
Oh, I will look it up right now.
Galleons. We get galleons.
It is the Wizarding World uses a currency consisting of bronze nuts or knuts, silver sickles, and gold galleons.
All right, so we get 1 billion galleons for that.
Is it nuts or knuts?
Probably nuts.
How many nuts you got?
Which J.K. Rowling is
Hand over
very
your nuts.
concerned about is how many nuts you've got.
That's true.
I think she should mind her own business
Oh,
personally.
yeah, that too, yeah.
Yeah. All right. This question, we're going to go into a little bit of literature, but it's more magazine focused. Despite its name, Rolling Stone did not have a Rolling Stone on the cover of the first issue ever released, which was released on November 9th, 1967. Mm-hmm. Who is on the cover of the first issue of Rolling Stone?
Lady Gaga in the meat dress. Is that not it?
And by the way, the cover price was 25 cents.
Ooh, a bargain.
Oh, hard bargain.
A bargain for them to tell you that the Beatles are the greatest band of all time, even in 1967.
You think it's the Beatles?
Do you think it could be?
I don't know if it's all of them, but I think it's one of them. I think it's Lennon, personally.
Oh.
On the first issue of Rolling Stone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
like
think I've
that.
heard this before, and I want to say that's who it is.
So the person on the cover of the first issue was in costume for the film How I Won the War. And Alan, once again, correct?
Wow.
John Lennon.
Oh.
Alan is clearly the MVP today. Doesn't matter what happens for the rest of the game. That's clearly where it's landing. So
1 billion copies of Volume 1 Rolling Stones into our bank account. Those are worth almost $250 million at face value.
there you go.
Alan, have you heard about the 4 Beatles movies that are going to be coming out simultaneously?
Yeah, it's an interesting project.
Yes. Now, are you going to see all of them, or just going to go see one of them?
I will probably see all.
Are they docs or biopics?
They're biopics, all released simultaneously. 4 of them. It's Paul Mescal is playing Paul McCartney.
Mm-hmm. Paul is Paul.
Paul is Paul. Harrison Dickinson.
Is he going to be happy? Is Paul Mescal going to be happy in this movie, or is he going to be brooding as usual?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Seems to be
So who's not getting a movie? Ringo?
No, Ringo's getting a movie. They're all getting a movie. So you have Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things. He's going to play George
so
Harrison
hot right now.
So hot.
And a good looking man.
So he's playing George Harrison. Barry Keoghan is playing Ringo.
Also hot right now.
And then Harris Dickinson from Baby Girl will be playing John Lennon. And so all 4 of them released the same day. And then I think they said they want to create like a
from
bingeable...
Baby Girl, you say. Like very casually. From Baby Girl.
It's a bingeable experience, apparently, is what they're calling it. I don't know.
Wow.
No thanks.
All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of Joe Quinn, I just saw Warfare.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very good. It's like every young man who's been in a TV show in the last 5 years is in that movie.
At war.
Yeah, is at war.
I hear it's good, yeah.
Even young Gandolfini.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I heard the director, co-director, or the writer, whatever, was in the unit.
There, yeah.
Yeah. And they built like the...
So he's a character in the movie. Like there's a character that is...
Based on him?
Him, yeah.
Who plays himself?
I don't know the actor.
Oh, okay. But someone does.
Yeah.
All right. This one's going to be like a 2-parter here. It's kind of for Matt a little bit, but I think Alan could be at this. So in 1991, the University of Michigan's men's basketball team had a historic recruiting class, but earned what nickname borrowed from a famous group?
Were you calling for a timeout, Matt, or...
I was reenacting Chris Webber's most famous moment.
Unfortunately.
I didn't have a timeout, though, so technical on me, too.
Yep.
This is, I guess it's another play on the Beatles, to be honest. Yeah. It's you go from the Fab 4 to the Fab 5.
Yes. It is the Fab 5 from Michigan. And can anyone tell me who the Fab 5 are?
Rose.
Chris Webber.
Yeah, Chris Webber.
Chris Webber's one.
Rose.
Jalen Rose, correct.
Jimmy Jackson. He's and then
is there King?
Oh, Juwan Howard is one.
Juwan Howard is one.
Right.
You're mixing up Jimmy. It's not Jimmy Jackson, but you had to split him in 2.
Jack Johnson. No,
no. So
I can't remember.
It's a different Jackson. Ray Jackson.
Yeah.
And Jimmy King.
Jimmy King.
The 2 that didn't make the league. Those are the ones.
And then which of them was the number 1 overall pick in the '93 draft?
Who was traded?
Yes.
It's Webber, right?
Webber. Yep.
Yeah.
Webber. Mm-hmm.
He was traded for Penny Hardaway, right? I think that's how that.
Yeah,
worked.
you're right.
That was the one
Actually,
for the farm.
I saw an interview with Shaq. He did the great movie Blue Chips with Penny Hardaway,
With Penny.
and he loved him so much. He's like, this guy's such a great basketball player. He begged the Magic, you have to draft Penny Hardaway, even though they wanted Chris Webber. And he's like, I'll leave or I'll quit, that kind of thing. So it worked.
And then he left anyway.
Yeah.
So,
all right, yeah, you got it right. Both parts.
give me Penny or give me death. That's what I would say too. He brings his little puppet along with him, so it's important. That's for like 6 people. You guys love Little Penny? Let me know. Send me an email.
Penny, wow.
So that double tap was kind of number 4 there.
that was number 4.
Mm-hmm.
All right, our next question here. All right, number 5 is a little bit of a pop culture question. What cult favorite movie is best described by this joke plot summary?
Okay.
A real movie about a fake book based on a real book about the same fake book.
Oh, okay. One more time.
A real movie.
Nice and slow.
A real movie.
A movie. That's fine.
About a fake book.
About a fake book.
Based on a real book.
Based on a real book. So there's a book about a fake book, which the movie is based on.
So a real movie about a fake book based on a real book about the same fake book.
Okay. So we need a book based on a fake book. Like House of Leaves.
Is
That's
this
not right.
is this like a Jumanji 2 situation,
Or is it Princess Bride?
Oh, that is a real book based on a fake book.
based on a
And they made a movie.
fake
Which a movie
book?
As you wish. Let's go with Princess Bride.
Alan All-Star.
Dude.
Yeah, that's it. The Princess
He
Bride.
can't be stopped.
He is unstoppable.
10 million peanuts for that one.
Number 6, invented in 1941 by Swiss engineer Georges de Mestral. What?
This is definitely in my wheelhouse, by the way.
What common household item derives its name from a French word meaning felt?
When was it invented?
It was invented in 1941.
1941. A household item, French for felt.
Too late for Velcro, right?
Yeah.
Says who?
And it's not
Maybe.
directly derived from the French word for felt. It's a portmanteau
Oh, okay.
of
Velcro? Velcro? It could be Velcro. That's not a bad guess, actually. What do you... Only one side is felt. The other side is like little tiny
Like the hooks.
hooks.
I know Velcro comes from it was created from those plants that would attach themselves to pant legs.
Oh, like
and that's how they
burrs.
came up with the concept. Yeah. But it could be Velcro.
Yeah.
Do you like that, Alan?
In lieu of anything else, yeah.
We'll say Velcro.
Velcro is correct.
Nice job, man.
Well done, Matt.
I know I've answered questions on Velcro many times,
There's
but
a-
I can never remember the full
It's
facts.
very trivia worthy little contraption. If you think about it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
That's
like
true.
one of the best things that's ever been invented.
Velcro,
Wonderful.
Like move aside indoor plumbing. Velcro's here.
just to keep everyone together. Now this one, I had to include a game. We're terrible at game questions, Alan. I don't know how good you are with them.
Oh,
Euchre.
like games, like card games,
Yeah,
board
stuff like
games,
that. Yeah. But I had to ask one because I never would have gotten this. A standard backgammon board
Oh,
has a series of
Neal.
long, narrow triangles called points. How many points are there?
So you got your backgammon suitcase. You got to open it up, and then
I'm gonna picture
got-
how many points there are.
on each side, I think there's
7.
two boards basically, and I think there's two sides with
Sides.
points on each board.
I think 7 on each side for a total of 14.
So it's like 4 and then 3 because they go in between each other, and then 4 and then 3 on the other one.
Yeah. I'm just picturing it though.
I feel like that's not enough. I feel like there's more.
think there's
What do
more?
you think, Alan?
I think that's excessive, if anything. Alan, what do you think?
I do not. play
We've never
back-
played this, so
Yeah, I've
I don't know
never
why we're even
played-
discussing it.
I've never played backgammon, but 14 doesn't seem like enough. I'm in Matt's side on that one.
Because I had a backgammon board when I was a child, and my parents, I think, would play it after they would fight playing Yahtzee because they get mad at it, and then they go to
I thought you were
backgammon.
just gonna say they played it after a fight, after they're screaming at each other to make up.
things got really dark in the arts household. So maybe I think that maybe we could do 18, and then there's like 5 and 4 on each side. Would be 9 and 9. That brings it to 18.
Do you like that, Alan?
Wait,
Like I said, I don't play backgammon. I've seen the board, but I don't really have anything on this one. I'm not a big games player either.
All right, show me 18.
Close. It's not 18. It's about 6 more. It's 24.
Wow.
24.
So there's 6 and 6. Okay.
Kiefer Sutherland's favorite game.
I was gonna say he loves backgammon. He's playing while he's fighting terrorism.
It was the glue of Matt's upbringing. Apparently, the only thing holding the family together.
It's backgammon.
I've never played
bro.
backgammon ever, so
I don't remember how to play it. I know you move your chips and you got to like pass the other points or. but I
It's a
don't
real
remember.
marriage saver.
Yeah.
Number 8 here, sort of a music question. I'm not sure if Alan is a fan of this album or artist, but we'll see. I feel like a lot of people we meet are. So peaking at number 27 on the Billboard 200 and becoming the best-selling album for Weird Al Yankovic. What is the title of the album that features hits such as Fat and Bad?
Ooh, this is an early one. I thought Running with Scissors was his most popular one. I think that's the later one.
You think that's later?
Yeah.
Fat is on. Trying to picture it. I think it's called Even Worse.
Even worse.
Are you a Weird Al fan?
I am a fan, yes.
Mm-hmm.
How big of a fan is the question, though? Does he know the answer?
Let's find out.
Yeah, of course he does. It's Alan. It's even worse. Yes.
Even worse.
Well done. The only thing holding us together, like backgammon, is Alan today.
And Velcro.
And Velcro.
And Velcro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the album where he went all in on Michael Jackson, where he decided.
That's the cover, I believe. It's him standing with the leather jacket.
Yeah, it's him with the leather jacket, and it featured. Let's see here. It featured some songs. Yeah, eat it. Yeah, like you said, beat it, which is the beat it.
Like a surgeon or sturgeon? Is that one on there? That might be earlier.
Like a surgeon, right?
Sturgeon.
Is it
like
sturgeon?
a sturgeon?
Like a fish. Like he's a fish.
Is that what it is?
I think that
No,
was-
it's like a
that's one
surgeon
of them.
cutting for the very first time.
Yeah, like a surgeon.
I thought he was like a.
Yeah, so this album
No.
has Fat, Stuck in a Closet with Vanna White.
I do want to hear like a sturgeon.
Stuck in a Closet with Vanna White. This song's just 6 words long. You Make Me. I Think I'm a Clone Now. Lasagna.
How did he do this?
I thought "Stuck in a Closet" was the R. Kelly song, but maybe I'm wrong. So
That came later, yeah. Alimony, Velvet
later.
Elvis, Twister, and Good Old Days.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, question 9 in the round is going to be about location and Shakespeare, everyone's favorite. Of the 6 locations mentioned in a title of a Shakespeare play, what is the only one that's located in England?
Windsor. The Merry Wives of Windsor.
Wives.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
Sorry, I just spat that out, but I got excited because I got a Shakespeare question, maybe.
Yeah, and you're correct. It is Windsor.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, good job on that one.
Otherwise, I was stuck in Venice, honestly.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
Being a merry merchant.
What are the other ones?
Let's see here. I'm going to double check. We got The Merchant of Venice. You have
Verona.
Two Gentlemen of Verona. You have Ephesus or Phasis.
That's a place.
A place, yeah. Vienna.
Of course.
Vienna.
Measure for Measure is set in Vienna. Let's see, Julius Caesar's in Rome.
No, but they're in the titles, right?
Oh, you're talking about just in the titles, yeah.
Yeah, that was what the
that's
question was.
Yes, that's true.
All right. Well,
Let's just go through these. Where's King Richard?
Where does every
He lives
Shakespeare
in the
play take place?
He lives in
the woods.
In the third. Anyway, so yeah, I have the titles here. So we talked about Windsor, Merchant of Venice, Two Gentlemen of Verona, and that's it.
Okay. Oh, there's only 3. Okay.
Yeah. Unless you want to say that the Winter's Tale takes place in the Tale, but yeah.
In winter.
I do not want to say that.
Yeah. All right, number 10. The Iliad is set during the Trojan War, but which other later epic poem tells the story of the fall of Troy and the founding of Rome?
Ooh.
And it's by Virgil.
Okay.
Oh, you're pretty confident
I'm pretty
here, Alan.
confident that this is the Aeneid.
Oh, really?
You say, "Oh, really? You've heard of this, Ken?"
No.
No, me either.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is. So
The Aeneid.
we're going with Alan's
The
answer.
Aeneid.
So comprised of 9,896 lines in dactylic hexameter. It is the Aeneid.
Wow.
That is my third favorite meter.
So now we know not to play trivia against Alan. We have after that we got 16 of those right, I believe. So if you're playing at home and you want that vast amount of wealth that we've accumulated, I think we had some magazines,
16.
some gems, some precious metals, some
jackets.
pelts for sure. We have 16 of units, 16-point units. Yeah. So, if you're playing at home, hope you beat us. We still have a final round to go, though.
We still have a final round to go, but before we get there,
Yes, hope you join us on Patreon once again, patreon.com/trivialitypodcast. Please do consider joining, even at the $1 level. It's very helpful. If everybody joined at the $1 level, we'd be sitting pretty over here. Please just consider giving what you can to help the show carry on. And again, at the $5 level, you get all those bonus episodes. So it is, a great benefit to you too if you want more content.
By the time I hit my 50s, I'd learned a few things, like how family is precious. Work can always wait. And 99% of people over 50 already have the virus that causes shingles. Not everyone at risk will develop it, but I did. The painful, blistering rash disrupted my life for weeks. Don't learn about your shingles risk the hard way. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist today. Sponsored by GSK.
This podcast is supported by Progressive, a leader in RV insurance. RVs are for sharing adventures with family, friends, and even your pets. So if you bring your cats and dogs along for the ride, you'll want Progressive RV insurance. They protect your cats and dogs like family by offering up to $1,000 in optional coverage for vet bills in case of an RV accident, making it a great companion for the responsible pet owner who loves to travel. See Progressive's other benefits and more when you quote RV insurance at Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Pet injury is an additional coverage and subject to policy terms.
Hosting season's here. Are your windows guest ready? Early access to Blinds.com's Memorial Day mega sale is on now. Blinds.com invented a better way to shop for window treatments, completely online with upfront pricing, no showroom markups, no salespeople in your home. Choose from classic shutters to outdoor shades and more, all backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. Shop Blinds.com's Memorial Day mega sale early access now. Save up to 40% site-wide, plus a free measure. Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
So coming back from the break, we just have 5 more questions for you to finish this one off.
Yeah, and Alan seems to be kind of
MVP.
Yeah. So good job, Alan.
That's very clear.
Thank you.
Have you? I'm sure you said you go to trivia multiple times a week, right?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, there you go. That's what you go to trivia. You get better trivia, I guess, right?
Yep.
I mean, I thought so, but then I started doing the podcast. I've only gotten worse.
Yeah, that's true. Me too. Yeah. Well, Alan has been sort of the strongest element of this episode.
Oh, no.
But speaking of elements,
saw that coming.
The fifth element?
The fifth element. What element is the highest melting or has the highest melting point of all metals at 6,170 degrees Fahrenheit? So once again, what element has the highest melting point of all metals?
Oh, that's tough. I gotta think it's something incredibly strong, maybe used for like space exploration too, like maybe titanium or something like that.
I thought tungsten, which is why they put it in like light bulbs.
Tungsten.
Ooh,
very.
Yeah, because titanium will melt. Like
Matt's tried it. Matt's done it.
Oh yeah, I melt titanium daily.
Okay,
it's part of my routine.
Tungsten's a great idea.
And tungsten's correct.
Can't stop him. Can't stop this man.
Alan is unstoppable. All right, your second question here in the final. What 1960s dance fad, popular in the surfer beach subculture, shares its name with an African ethnic group?
Ooh. I don't want to go. I don't want to answer this.
Like, oh, man.
I don't know any
1960s
surfer dance fad. What were they doing? Were they twisted?
I think it's that thing where they hold their nose and they go down thing.
Oh.
I think that's the dance.
The name is also shared, if it helps, with a breed of longhorn cattle, a dance, and a film.
You're making this worse.
Yeah.
What's that called? Or were they twisting on the beach? What were the Beach Boys getting people to do?
There's all those songs that mention dances.
Mm-hmm. It's not any of the ones from Greece. It's not the bop and the bop shabop.
No, I don't think so.
No.
And since Alan's a Beatles fan, it is mentioned along with the twist in the fragmentary lyrics of the sound collage Revolution 9.
I'm sorry, what? Was that words?
The name of this dance, or what we're looking for, the word, is mentioned alongside the twist in Revolution 9, the Beatles sound collage.
Oh, great.
if you're a fan of sound collages.
I love sound collages.
Is it the Tootsie?
No, with the Watusi, I think.
Watusi. Oh, what Batman used to do.
The Watusi?
He did the thing. He did this thing. That's what the Batman did. And yeah, I like
Alan
that.
again? The Watusi.
The Watusi. Yeah. That thing's called the Watusi?
Watusi.
And it's the triangle in front of the eyes.
The eyes.
Is that what it is?
Let's see if Matt's correct.
They do it in The Simpsons. That's how I know.
Oh, it's okay. Well, if you know that.
When Adam West was, he said, Batman doesn't dance anymore, and he did the Batusi, which was that.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'll believe Bat. I'm not gonna check it.
Don't Google it.
I'm gonna believe Bat or Matt.
Probably both. Yeah. Okay.
Bats are very trustworthy.
Bats are trustworthy. All right. Your next question. Cricket has 2 of them, and croquet can have 6 or 9. Most sports don't have them at all. What am I talking about?
Cricket. You got to know what a crumpet is to know what cricket is. I think I know this one actually.
I think that any sport can have them. I think if a goalie is pretty loose, you can get it through there. I think we're looking at
wickets.
Wickets, right? Yeah.
Yeah, wicket is correct. Yeah.
Nobody mourns the wickets.
That's correct. All right. And question 4, I think you guys are going to get this one pretty easy, but it might sound like something you would boil water to get rid of, but what is the name of Nintendo's collectible figurines that unlock game rewards?
Dysentery.
Oh, Mario has dysentery, so he's always on the toilet. That's why he became a plumber.
Oh, what were those called? Those you're talking about those little figures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they used to lock like content that should be part of the game.
Right, you have to put them on a little platform, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what were those called?
Big scam. That's what it was.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I keep wanting to say emojis. Was it something like that? Like, I can't remember.
Yeah.
What would you boil water to get rid of? Besides bacteria.
Bacteria.
Cholera. I don't know. Dismojis?
No. I think you were on the right track with the bacteria.
Bacteria.
Okay.
It sounds very
it's a different
similar.
type of. Okay.
We don't remember.
Nah, I don't remember.
So
this is the one you said would be easy for us.
I thought maybe you guys would know this one. I location scouted for a commercial for this this product, and it didn't really. I mean, like you said, the product kind of went away. But it's called the Amiibo.
Oh,
Amiibo. I do.
Amiibo, yeah.
That's what you were saying.
And for fans of Broadway who love Kimberly Akimbo, the Kimberly Amiibo, they have a Broadway special.
Slice Amiibo.
Slice Amiibo.
All right, last
MMA
question of the
fighter.
game. Let's see if we could finish on a high note.
All right, last question of the game here. I think this is going to be kind of a Matt-centric question, but we'll see.
Good.
All right. Slapshot Pete was the short-lived live-action mascot introduced on the ice for which NHL franchise?
Slapshot Pete?
And to be clear, it's a live-action mascot.
Yeah.
Was it the fisherman on the Islanders jersey? Maybe.
He was pretty embarrassing.
You come out there and give a slap shot. The crowd would boo.
Well, the movie
and then
Slapshot, the team was Wichita, right? Is that? I think
so.
I was trying to think of.
But I mean, I don't think we need to tie it to the movie Slapshot.
No, the Slapshot was the Charlestown Chiefs.
Oh, yeah, Charlestown. I don't think there's anything close to
No,
there.
he said it was Matt-centric. Could it be the Capitals?
Oh, maybe.
I just meant that because it's a sports question.
It's a sports question. Slapshot Pete. I think it's something that would have a person.
I think the Islanders, man.
You think it's that fisherman?
I think it's that short-lived fisherman.
The Gordon's fisherman, Slapshot Pete. I don't hate it.
No, yeah, that's...
Matt doesn't hate it.
So it's not human.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
The Penguins?
Oh, okay.
Petey the Penguin?
Maybe before.
It was a king penguin
All right.
named Slapshot Pete.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was a real penguin.
It was a real penguin, live action, real penguin.
They brought it out. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yep.
All right. Well,
he just waddled around and then they threw pucks in him. That sounds horrible.
And he had a handler.
There was actually a disappointing amount of slap shotting happening from the Penguin. Probably 0.
I doubt he uttered one slap shot. That's for sure.
Well, at the end of the game, it looks like we got 20 of those right. We only missed 5, I believe, during the course of the game. So maybe I kept score wrong, but yeah. Hope you guys at home beat us still. That would be quite the accomplishment considering how smart Alan has been. And we thank Alan for being today's cream of the crop. Thanks for coming on.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Anything else? Any shout outs to give?
Nah, I hope to see everybody at SporkleCon. I'm not sure when this airs, but yeah, and adopt, don't shop. Be good to each other. Be good to yourself.
Love it.
And put Alan on your team.
And put Alan on your team if you want
to
win.
You got a team, Alan? You got a team already?
I've got one forming.
Okay.
Oh,
it's a juggernaut.
He's Nick Fury over here. He's forming the team.
Consider joining Alan's team if you want to be a victor.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, you should.
And that'll do it for the game. Jeff, wherever he is, sorry he missed this one because it was fun.
Yeah.
And want to thank Airwave Media really quick too. Great network, our network. You can find other great shows such as Ancient History Fangirl, The Film Vault, and Monster Talk on airwavemedia.com. And that'll do it for today's episode of Triviality. Hope you enjoyed it. For Alan, Matt, Neal, and myself, we'll see you next time.
From the creators of the popular science show with millions of YouTube subscribers comes the Minute Earth podcast. Every episode of the show dives deep into a science question you might not even know you had. But once you hear the answer, you'll want to share it with everyone you know. Why do rivers curve? Why did the T-Rex have such tiny arms? And why do so many more kids need glasses now than they used to? Spoiler alert, it isn't screen time. Our team of scientists digs into the research and breaks it down into a short, entertaining explanation, jam-packed with science facts and terrible puns. Subscribe to Minute Earth wherever you like to listen.
Hello, we want to recommend our podcast, don't we, Rowan?
We do, Penny. It's called The World, the Universe and Us from New Scientist, and it's your essential weekly dose of science and wonder. Hosted by me, Dr. Rowan Hooper.
And me, Dr. Penny Sarche. Each week we talk to the scientists in the news and draw on new scientists on parallel depth of reporting to put the stories that matter into context. It's brain food.
It's brain food. It feeds your brain and your curiosity, and it's a dose of optimism.
The World, the Universe and Us. Get it wherever you get your podcasts.